No one likes clickbait, so I'm gonna cut right to the chase and I'm gonna tell you which soy sauce you should never eat. It's not any one of these. I wouldn't even buy it. It's this one, and others like it. But is soy sauce bad for you? Does it really make a difference which soy sauce you choose? And should you be eating soy sauce at all? Some of these are really, really expensive. Are they worth the price?
What's umami, and why do we keep talking about it when we're talking about soy sauce?
Finally, are there soy sauce alternatives? Do they taste good? And are they healthy for you? These are the questions I'm going to answer here today on A Warehouse Chef. Hey friends, my name is George Gianaris, and this year I'm a chef of 36 years. I've been in the restaurant business my whole life. My Greek restaurant just turned 45 this year, but I love to cook all different types of cuisine, especially Asian cuisine. Unfortunately, I've given up soybeans. Now, simmer down. I've also given up other legumes and grains, but why? Most grains and legumes contain phytic acid. Now, phytic acid, it's not entirely bad for you, but what it does is it inhibits the absorption of minerals and iron in your body. Iron deficiency is one of the leading causes of disability and death worldwide. It affects nearly 2 billion people. Now, if you want to find out where I'm getting all my information from, all of the links are in the description below this video. And also in that description is what's called a video chapter time code. You can click on any one of those numbers that are highlighted, like a hyperlink, and it'll take you in the video to whatever you want to find out. Some grains have more phytic acid than others. Soybeans are on the higher side, but aren't legumes and grains considered good for you? Well, they can be. There was a time where grains were put in storage for winter use, and while they sat in storage, they sprouted. What sprouting does is it converts phytic acid and carbohydrates to protein in beans, legumes, and nuts. And when that happens, the bean becomes much more easier to digest, and the phytic acid is almost gone. So the best solution is to eat sprouted grains, sprouted nuts, sprouted legumes, and that should take care of the phytic acid problem in soybeans, right? I still don't eat soybeans. We grow a lot of soybeans in the United States, much of which is used to feed animals. In 2018, 94% of all soy that was produced in the United States was genetically modified. Now, science has proven to a certain extent that GMO products really don't cause harm to humans. But I just choose not to eat GMO products. It's my personal preference. Why? Well, most genetically modified plant products were designed that way so that pests wouldn't eat them. Basically, in those products, the pesticide is built directly into the plant. So what happens is the pest will eat the plant, and one of two things will happen. It'll not like it because it's a pesticide, or two, it'll die. And if pests are smart enough to avoid these plants, maybe I should be smart enough to avoid them too. According to a Harvard Health letter titled "Confused About Eating Soy," some soy products contain estrogen-like chemicals that could have adverse effects. The estrogen levels in soybean products could affect your testosterone levels, but you have to eat a lot of soy-based products in order for that to happen. You can't just happen from eating a little bit. The problem is there are tons of soy-based products in all of the ingredients of the foods that we eat. Let's get back to soy sauce. Soy sauce is either prepared by fermenting soybeans or not fermenting soybeans. Unfermented soy sauce tastes significantly different than traditional fermented soy sauce. It is also made with hydrolyzed protein. I do not eat hydrolyzed protein. Unfortunately, when you go out and you purchase traditional Chinese takeout, those little packets of soy sauce that you get for free, they're loaded with hydrolyzed protein and sodium benzoate. Look, hydrolyzing protein is not great, but it's not bad for you. And it's like fermentation. It just breaks down the amino acids in protein, but it just does it faster. However, I'm not sure if it eliminates the phytic acid in the process because I was unable to find any information about this. It's also best to avoid low sodium soy sauce. You're better off buying a better quality soy sauce and putting less of it in your food than you are by adding more low sodium soy sauce to your food. Now, on the rare occasion where I do decide that I'm going to eat some soy-based products like soy sauce or some edamame, I always eat organic because in the United States, as of right now, if a product is labeled organic, it cannot contain genetically modified ingredients. That was my criterion for choosing these soy sauces. Almost all of them are organic. This one is not organic. So it's aged for 4 years, and I wanted to find out if aging a soy sauce that long actually makes a difference in the flavor. The rest of these soy sauces here, they're made with either organic soybeans or are certified to not have genetically modified soybeans in them.
How do you say soy sauce in Japanese?
Soy sauce.
I chose to review only Japanese soy sauces in this video. They're also known in Japanese as shoyu. There are 2 types of soy sauces that are the most common in the world, and that is Japanese soy sauces and Chinese soy sauces. The Chinese soy sauces are different because they're usually made with 100% soy-based products, while Japanese soy sauces are almost always made with 50% soy and 50% wheat. This particular soy sauce is a Japanese soy sauce. It's known as tamari, and this one is 100% soybean, and it's gluten-free. There are some tamari soy sauces out there that do contain a little bit of wheat, so if you're allergic, you gotta watch out for that. There are also light soy sauces and dark soy sauces, none of which I will be reviewing here today. Light soy sauces are clearer, a little bit more watery. Dark soy sauces are thicker and much more syrupy. Do not confuse light soy sauces with low sodium soy sauces. There's no correlation between the two. White soy sauces are generally pale, and they have a much higher wheat to soy ratio and a lighter flavor. The more expensive soy sauces are usually aged longer. They have a much more complex flavor, and oftentimes they're aged in expensive whiskey barrels. Today I'm just going to be tasting these with a simple piece of wild-caught salmon sashimi, and in between tastes I'm going to be cleansing my palate with a gluten-free cracker. Let's see if any of these soy sauces actually taste different or are worth the price. These soy sauces here increase in price from left to right, and they're priced per ounce or roughly 30 milliliters. The least expensive soy sauce here is probably the most commonly used brand of soy sauce in the United States, Kikkoman, coming in at 41 cents. Lee Kum Ki is 82 cents or double the price. Ashua Organic Wheat-Free Tamari costs $1 per 30 milliliters. Kyokuchi is not organic, but it is non-GMO, and it costs $1.77 per fluid ounce. Shoda Hayukasen Maridazu comes in at $2.36 per fluid ounce. Yomaruku Tsuru Bishu is aged for 4 years and costs $3.38 per ounce. And finally, we have Horiyuji, which comes from Nara, which is the birthplace of soy sauce, and costs a whopping $5.14 per ounce or 30 milliliters. After you open your soy sauces, you should always refrigerate them. I'm wearing a white shirt, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some all over me. It's a nice soy sauce, very typical, nothing out of the ordinary, very clean, not terribly salty. Would I purchase it? Sure, I think it's a good soy sauce. Is it something that is mind-blowing? No. This is Lee Kum Ki soy sauce, another low-end soy sauce. Let's try that. So it's pretty much the same color. There is a difference in flavor. They're all about the same color. They're all about the same thickness, except for the barrel-aged one. The barrel-aged one is thick, it's syrupy. I prefer, even though it's double the money, I prefer the Lee Kum Ki soy sauce over the Kikkoman. It's got a nicer flavor, it's almost milder. Let's try the tamari, which is organic and it's also gluten-free. The Lee Kum Ki is much nicer than the tamari. Tamari's good, but it's got no level of depth to it. It's almost like one uniform flavor dominated by salt. Not my favorite. Next up is Koikuchi Shoyu, much lighter, very delicate flavors, a nice soy sauce. The interesting thing that I'm finding here is that, like wine, soy sauces have different tastes, different flavors, different aromatics. This one I found almost like a hint floral, if I could even use that term to describe it. So far, I really like the Lee Kum Ki. It's very tasty. This one is Shoda Haikusen Marudaizu. Forgive me for butchering that, but this is entirely in Japanese. There's no English on it at all. Not even in the ingredients. Let's give that a shot. Very rich, very deep, not too salty, a very delicious soy sauce. There's a lot of character to it, blown away all the rest so far. It's got depth, it's unique. I'm gonna try that, I really wanna try that again. Maybe I could put it on a cracker. This is not the right way to do it, but I want to taste that. It's like you could almost separate the salt flavor from the actual soy flavor, where a lot of these just kind of tasted a little salty. Very nice. All right, here's the one I've been waiting to try. This is the barrel-aged one. Wow. I wonder if it's, that one's really good too. I'm just curious about that. I'm curious because it's very thick. I wonder if it's almost because it's almost a little dehydrated, if it's got a much more concentrated flavor, but it's very rich. When you start getting into these more expensive soy sauces, it's different. I don't think that I would cook with them, because I think that if you cook with them, you're gonna lose that deliciousness. Maybe not, maybe it imparts an amazing flavor to cooked Asian cuisine or anything you wanna put it in, but I would probably cook with these here in this spectrum. This is really delicious. These two are my favorite so far. All right, and finally, this is the one, comes from the hometown of where soy sauce was actually invented. Very nice. Again, delicious. I would not want to judge any one of these three separately. They're all a little bit unique. This one has almost flavors of jasmine in it. Really tasty, but what would be interesting is I don't know if I could taste the difference blindfolded, so let's give that a shot. All right, so I'm here with my wife, Maria. Yeah, I gotta make sure, because the last video I did on salt, the link's up above, she and my son played a little prank on me and switched places and maybe look like an ass on camera, but all right, anyways. So I'm here with my wife, Maria, and Maria, this is what I want to do. I have 3 pieces of salmon left. I narrowed it down to these last 3 soy sauces that I really, really like. I just want to see if I could taste the difference blindfolded. I want to see if so this would be soy sauce number 1, soy sauce number 2, soy sauce number 3. I want to see which one. Yeah, they're very, they're different than these, and these are actually really delicious. This one's the most expensive, so if I don't pick that one, that's a good thing. We'll save some money. Right, exactly. Also, so you're not gonna give them to me. You give them to me in any order that you want. Okay. I don't need to know the order, and obviously I shouldn't know the order. But in between, okay. I need a cracker, so you're gonna kind of feed me and everything here. Okay. All right. So.
Should I use the fork or the chopsticks?
Whatever you think is easier for you, and just don't get it on my beautiful white shirt.
I better use the fork.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Ready?
Yep. I'm telling you, so much better than the typical soy sauces.
Cleanse your palate.
Different. I don't think at this point I could tell you which one is which. Okay, so my favorite was the second one, and the second favorite was the first, and the third one was eh.
Okay, so which is your favorite?
The second one.
This one.
Okay, good. So that had a lot of really just beautiful aromatics. Very smooth, and then my second favorite was the first one you gave me.
This one.
Okay, so this was the least favorite out of the 3. Of course, I would go with the most expensive one, but honestly, this one was really delicious. It's about half the price of that, but very, very, very good. Oh. All right, well, thank you very much for helping me out.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, you can take this back upstairs.
Thank you. I'm gonna leave it. Bye.
My favorite one is the barrel-aged one. It had a beautiful balance of umami. So what is umami? We have bittersweet, sour, and salty are the 4 flavors that we can taste in our mouth. The Japanese call one savory, which encompasses a another level of all four, and that's umami. Umami is a savory flavor that comes from glutamates. Glutamates or amino acids, a type of amino acid. Typically, glutamates are found naturally in soy sauce, but not only in soy sauce. You can find glutamates in very ripened tomatoes, cured cheeses, cured meats, cured fish. So when you taste this savory flavor that kind of goes beyond the typical palate sensations of bitter, sweet, salt, and sour, and it has almost like that cured, agey flavor, that's umami. And you shouldn't always think of Japanese or Asian food, Chinese food when you think of umami, because you can get umami from a ripened tomato or a really good cheese or even a cured meat. Here's what I use instead of soy sauce. Organic coconut aminos. I really love this stuff. I mean, enough to buy it by the gallon, and I rarely bring it to my restaurant, so this has been consumed in my house. Can you compare it to soy sauce? Not really. It's sweeter, it's definitely a little different. Is it a good alternative? I think so. I mean, when I use this on my Asian food, especially Japanese food, I find that it's pretty delicious, and when I have soy sauce, it almost tastes a little weird to me. So, nice alternative, takes a little getting used to. Don't think you're gonna have this and go, oh my God, did I just have coconut aminos or soy sauce? That's not gonna happen. But you can definitely use this, especially if you're allergic to soy, you wanna keep soy products out of your life like I do. It's a really wonderful alternative, and it's very healthy. Whenever I go out for sushi, unless I go to a really high-end sushi restaurant, I bring coconut aminos, my own pickled ginger, and my own wasabi paste. I did a video, and the link to that is up above, on why you should make your own pickled ginger, because it is quite mind-blowing what they put in there as ingredients in what you eat at a typical Japanese restaurant. And also, when it comes to wasabi, a lot of these wasabis that you're eating, they don't even have wasabi as one of the ingredients. Check this one out, AAA grade wasabi on Amazon. Look at the ingredients. No wasabi. Once you have authentic Japanese wasabi root, powdered, raw is even better, very hard to find, you'll never go back to traditional wasabi that you get with sushi in a typical Japanese restaurant. And I have a link to that down below. I want to thank you for watching this video, and please, if you have a soy sauce brand that you like, leave a comment down below, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you again very soon.